What's up, world? It's your man, the one and only Mr. Sam 44 Man, about to go live, so stand by. Your man, the one and only Mr. Sam 44 Man. Testing one.
All you gotta move is the arm. Just grab the arm and move it. Don't grab the mic.
Gotcha.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
What's up, world? It's your man, the one and only Mr. Sam 44 Man. Tune in every Thursday, Detroit Raw Live, right here on BigRadio.net. 7 p.m. every Thursday when we talk about a variety of everything from love to hate to everything that you got going on in the world. And also, you know, I'm on that politics. So you tune in every Thursday, 7 p.m. Detroit Raw Live, right here, only on BigRadio.net. What's up? 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 What's up, world? It's your man, the one and only Mr. Sam 44 Man, seen and heard in over 22 countries and provinces, over 222 countries, provinces around the world. And also heard on ventradio.net. You're tuned into Detroit Raw Live. How y'all doing today? 248-429-7224. It's been a tight little week going on this week, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but it's been a lot of too much chaotic drama going on out here. I just don't know what to say. We got our race relations. It's a real big issue out here, both in the public as well as the private sector. And we're gonna kind of talk about that today as far as where are we going with our race relations in America. And when I say with our race relations in America, I'm speaking about where is Black America going in this modernized, futuristic world in which we're living in. I said earlier this week that I was going to say some things that people would not properly appreciate, but it needs to be said anyway. You know, we really need to stop the bullshit. And when I say that, I mean it like this. We got the President of the United States calling out NFL players, calling them sons of bitches. We got NCAA players, assistant coaches, going to jail, helping the young brothers that are making millions for our fine institutions out there that y'all turn to every Saturday afternoon and watch your football games. You know, my man Leon, shouts out to you, my man Leon Morris down there in Dayton, Ohio. Leon down there doing real change. And I commend him for doing real change because he's a guy that's in a world that is totally against him double. One, he's black. Two, he's an ex-con. And that makes it difficult for you when you're trying to lead a good, decent life. Hell, all of us have made mistakes. I have made mistakes. Glenn, my man, has made mistakes. All of us have made mistakes. But you can only continue to practice to try to make perfect, but not nobody's perfect. So with that being said, you know, he's down there doing his thing, and I try my best to help him out as far as getting the media attention. Like he came all the way up here to Detroit to talk to your man. And I just felt that it was my duty to help men like that, you know, that's really, really trying to really make a real change out here, you know. I see so many people that are just dismantled. I mean, when I look at my city, I don't see anything going on that pertains to us having some sense of pride of what we do. We all fight for the same little dollar, and no one wants to work with each other. You know, I can't help you. You can't help me. I don't trust you. You don't trust me. We got to get out that slavery ass mentality. All this turn up. We need to start turning them down and sitting them down a little while, y'all. Because if you really think about it, what does America look at us as? Drunks, alcoholics, thieves, robbers, drug dealers. Nothing that's somebody, you know. They don't give you the full version of the person. I mean, if a guy is living in a world in which he's not the producer of coca, he's not the producer of cannabinoid, and there's this opportunity to say, here, let me feed you with this, set you up, put this in your hands. And when I put this in your hands, you bring me this back. Now, ladies and gentlemen around the world, we do have that same circumstance going on every day, whether it's in Atlanta. How you doing, Mr. Garrett? Shouts out to Shelly Garrett. Shelly Garrett is having his life story told out there, so you probably want to tune in. Shelly Garrett Entertainment, give you all the information on what's going on there. And before I go, I'll probably pull that up for you too, as well as you got this situation where this man is getting ready to put drugs in your hands. Where he got them from, you don't know. But all you know is you got rent, you got a baby, you got a woman to feed. These women can be detrimental to our health sometimes because of the simple fact they will stress you out. Because when I was coming up, you could get left quick if you wasn't a provider. But now, I guess the sense is the women feel entitlement of some sort in which they don't need men anymore. They don't need us anymore. It's more or less, I'll get a girlfriend. And came the gay rights movement. Now, I didn't know what was up with these men, but that's where they think. Section 8. What was Section 8 all about? Section 8 was a program totally designed to alleviate the black man being in the home. Section 8 was for black women that had children. Not for a black woman that was eligible because she had a child, maybe by this black man, would be able to come in and help support in the house or what have you. But it was total, if he was caught in your house, that's it. You're off. You're cut. But the point I'm making is the hunt for the black, not just race, but the black man is just inflaming every week, day by day. The division, the politics, the just, I mean, we can't even communicate within our own community, but yet and still we'll go to another community and we'll communicate quite well. Just so we can fit in. And that's what I'm sick of seeing. We're trying to fit in with a society that doesn't care about you or me. A society in which we feel like I have to run out there and grab me $100,000 just so I can be either one, accepted, or just one, be able to survive. And really these days, 100 grand don't do shit. If you, I mean, you know what I'm saying, take it from a thousandaire. It ain't shit. It's not all it's cracked up to be. But the thing is, it gives you more problems. Our race relations within our own community is dismal. Dismal. Give you a prime example. How violence gets started in our own community for no reason. There's this popular store on Woodward in Detroit that I always frequently visit, and that's my man's in there. All right, and we have a good relationship. That hey, San's in the house. Come on, San, let him in the back. He ain't got to stand out there. And they trust money, guns, all kind of stuff that's not back there. They don't worry about that out of me because I don't have to come there to steal. Whatever I need, whatever I want, I just tell them, hey, I'm about to grab this. All right, that's it. But this particular day, this guy came in with a bunch of his boys. I already seen that they were drunk. And he comes up to the window that I was at, which I was just standing there at the window. And he's pulling his money out, trying to give me his money. And I told him, my man, I can't serve you. I mean, you're a customer. I'm not an employee. So, my man Red, he likes to play around. Oh, you see that Benz out there? He owns this store. So my man feeling some type of way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just ignored him. And so I goes out after I get what I'm gonna get and walk out to my car. And my man says, oh, you think you all that? I think I'm all that. Why you say that? Oh, you think you all that because you driving a Benz? So he jumps on his bike, ride off, punk ass nickel. I'm like tripping, like, who is this cat? And we know he just talked to. And why is he tripping? Did I know him? Do I know him? So me being me, let's see what this nigga got to talk about. So I done rolled up the street, not in the Benz, and whipped the U-turn. But so many police was around, I was just like saying, don't get belligerent. Be smart. Because you don't know if he's strapped, and he don't know if you strapped, and that's how violence promotes itself. Okay? So he was riding with his beard, and I pull up on him. I say, hey, my man, let me tell you something. You're the very reason that this city has an immense violence rate. For one, you don't know me. Two, I wasn't an employee at that store, so I wasn't ignoring you. But to come out and call me out like that, bruh, you out of line. You need to know who you're talking to before you speak your mind. You understand, player? Because while I am driving in this Benz and you riding on that bike, don't make me no better than you, fool. And I pulled off. He wanted to say something, but I didn't give a damn at that point. It's just the point that this is how our violence starts with the turn-up bullshit campaign. I really get sick of it. Because everybody turn up. And then it just feeds into the mind of the conscious or the subconscious. Oh, we got to turn up. Oh, we got to turn up. Oh, we got to turn up. I support these kids because these kids, and I'm going to give a shout out to TUK, Turn Up Kids. Okay? These are 6 young men. And they have an album out, Too Young for This. So I was trying to figure out, was it too young for the turn up? Or was it too young for the shit that was going on in society? They're pretty decent. My grandson, Fat Baby, he loves them, And I support them. And I like to see some young people doing some things. But I would also like to see some black artists, such as directors, writers, producers, things of that nature, instead of these so-called individuals that do these things that promote us to try to fit in. Once again, I got to fit in with the Benz. I got to fit in with the house. I got to fit in with the YouTube. I got to go live. I got to have 1 million views before I will be accepted by a society which hates me and has built its reputation off of the ancestors of mine's blood, sweat, and tears. Let's keep it 100. We are so busy trying to catch up to a race where the people have ran 1 million miles and we're just at the starting line. I hear these people, well, why didn't they get their shit together? It's been 50 years. But look at us today, 50 years later. We got the President of the United States calling African American football players sons of bitches. Sons of bitches. Now you just marinate that in your head for a minute. Here this man's supposed to be your president. You out there hustling your ass off for this white man's program, whatever player you are, whatever team you represent. You go out there and you bust your ass and you say, well, I'm playing basketball, I'm playing football, I'm out here busting my ass, and then here the president calls me and my mama sons of bitches. Put us out because we taking a knee. We not taking a knee because I'm mad. We not taking a knee because I'm upset. We taking a knee to bring notoriety to the injustices that are continuing to continue and to continue in the United States of America. Now, we have all these people out here, oh, it's a shame, it's a tragedy, it's a travesty that's going on like that today. I sure wouldn't want to be black. Why? Why not? Is there a problem with being a black person in America? You goddamn right it is. Because there's so much bigotry, there's so much racism, and it comes from the hierarchies of the United States of America, the White House. The White House. Look at those people in Puerto Rico, starving, no water. They got over 30-some thousand crates down there right now, but can't move because the United States does not or will not provide the necessary equipment, helicopters, and things of that nature to reach these people. So what does that say? A president, because Puerto Rico is part of the United States, so therefore we just let those poor people die? That's what's happening every day. Have you heard anything about Texas lately? A lot of things going on, a lot of things getting taken care of. You know, this is big corporate America world. And the United States of America's government and corporate America works hand in fucking hand. How can you erase the bigotry and the racism and the hatred of the past? You can't. People tell me I shouldn't raise Fat Baby to be so militant or so aware of consciousness. But then I told them, tell the terrorist that got his 5-year-old with an AK-47 in his hand. Asked him, why do you have an AK-47 in that baby's hand? And you know what he's going to tell him? He's going to be prepared to die one day as a soldier, a martyr. So he knows what his purpose is. And he's teaching him that. So when he becomes that young man and then becomes that other great man, maybe he may become a martyr. You see, everybody's got their reputation. What does white America teach their kids? Good schools, privilege. We always have it. No matter who can't, we can. Good credit. Always taken for serious and truth. Nobody. White is pure. White is honest. White is clean. White has no blemishes whatsoever. That's a goddamn lie you're telling your child right there. That is a lie in which you're telling your child. It's just as bad as you telling your child, there's Santa Claus, instead of telling them you delivered the damn gifts. But you tell them it's this fantasy world that you have your children live in. Oh no, don't say anything bad like that. Little Johnny's ears can't take it. You'd be surprised what little Johnny watching on the internet though. You know what I'm saying? When crack cocaine came into hit the urban cities, nobody gave a damn. So what? Let them niggas die. But when heroin came on and said, oh my God, my child is on heroin. It's an epidemic. Why is it an epidemic? Crack was an epidemic. We had so many crack babies, it's a shame. Now they run around here crack grown. Can you imagine? We got crack grown babies. And y'all worried about heroin? Seriously? Why didn't you worry about it when crack was a problem? Then we could have focused on one problem and then understood the next problem. But if you don't do it that way, how do you depend for people to take refuge to what you're saying when we got so many people devastated by what has already happened? And who's to blame for it? Who's to blame? There's no programs. There was no programs that was helping people. Now we got all kind of programs helping people that's on heroin. It's all around the political media. But for years, y'all put crack in the black man's face, and that was the face of crack cocaine. Crack cocaine was the face of the black man. Nobody else. Why? You glorified everything else. Scarface. Ooh, he's got kilotons. He's a gangster. But then this guy's selling a little dope, trying to feed his family, whatever he's trying to do. He's a drug dealer. He's a bum. What is his avenues? Is there any job training that he can go to right now, today? Tell me where 10,000 or more black men can go tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, dress their asses up, and have a goddamn opportunity. Tell me. Call me up, 248-429-7224. You tell me where 1,000 black men tomorrow morning, world. I don't care where you are in the world. I don't care if you're in Tokyo, Japan. I don't care if you're in Saudi Arabia. I don't care if you're in Atlanta. I don't care if you're in Texas or LA. Make it happen. We talk all this shit about we're going to make something happen. Let's do it now, today. Get on the phone. Let me see some people talk to me about this. Because this is a serious situation. I'm not in this for no goddamn ratings. I don't care about that. I have a platform and a forum that I'm trying to wake people that are unconscious up to the fact of what we doing out here. What are we doing? What are we doing? Can you say anything that's positive about what the black man is doing? It's always hardship after hardship after hardship after hardship. And then when I explain it to people like, what's going on with us? Why are we not going nowhere? What's happening? I don't know, Sam, but I don't really want to hear that. Because it's bad, man. I don't want to hear no bad news. Okay, here we go back to Santa Claus coming down the chimney again. So you want the fake news? You want the fantasy world? Okay, world? Will that be right for y'all? Okay, let's give y'all a little bit of fantasy. The president was just playing when he told them cats, y'all mamas was son of a bitches. He wasn't, you know he didn't mean that. Yeah. Them NCAA coaches, assistant coaches that's getting ready to go to a jail, that's a Halloween joke, man. They ain't going nowhere. Come on now, let's keep it real. Stephen Bannon, he's going to do 5,000 black men by next week, have them in uniforms, and will have them in high-paying jobs at starting $10,000 a month. How about that for fake news? Is that what y'all want? Because if that's what y'all want, that's not what you're going to get. Not out of me. You know, I mean, I get out here on this forum, and y'all need to understand that the hunt is on for the black race. The hunt has really been on for the black man. Look at Freddie Gray. How those officers get convicted or didn't get convicted because this man died in their possession. He was in their custody and he ended up dying. Now, come on now. Now, what if it was like that and it was a powder puff white boy? You think there would have been a federal investigation? You think there would have been all kind of corruption? And yeah, of course. But with us, that's not the case, player. Hate to say it. Slavery plays, or slavery players, 4 have already been indicted plus more, and 10 coaches. What's that all about? Well, let me explain. See, this big company called Adidas said that they was going to help out if a couple of players say, hey, if I get you to come to Purdue, what's the possibilities that you could come there if we pay your mama's house off? Buy you a car. Help you with a little change. Now, you know this is not within NCAA rules, but we know how hard you're struggling. And we know that you're very, very, very talented young man, and you will bring this university tremendous reputation. So what do you think? Mama been taking me all in damn football practices. Mama been making sure that I always made sure I got there. She was all the games. I got an opportunity to get her house paid for because these white folks dangling this money in my face. And what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Well, guess what, Mama? They just paid for your house, baby. Hello, Purdue. Okay. So now you at Purdue. What does he get? I think those players should get paid just like any other player. Might not just be as much as the NBA or NFL, but I really, really believe those young men should get something. And here's the reason why. If a major university, and my son is going to this major university, and he's your top athlete, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, whatever the sport is, and he's bringing y'all up to national titles, national championships, don't you think that he deserves a little something for that? I mean, he worked his goddamn ass off, and you give him a pat on the back and a look at an award. How about putting him about $100,000 in his pocket? That could be fairly something that'd be good. Didn't I say don't pay him like the pros, but give him some? The pros making $10, $100 million. The fuck? You think about $100,000. This kid coming in, helping him through his college, to pay for his college, to be able to have a little nest egg to build up on in case anything ever happens to him. Fuck, now I got at least $200,000. I can go back to school if I bust my knee. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, oh, well, he bust a bad one. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look like he'll have a future in his career. Yeah. He looked like he's out of it. Okay, now he's out of it. He's in his senior year. He was getting ready to sign an NFL and NBA contract. Now it's fucked up. Now what? He done brought your school to a national title championship. Out of the 4 years, he done brought him there 3. Does he deserve $300,000? I think he do. Every time they bring them championships, those boys be working like horses. You know? And nobody seems as though this is an issue. This is a problem. This is a big problem with all our sports figures. You know, you can't express yourselves. You can't be paid fairly. When you all think about it, all this stuff is newfangled. These are the things that we've accomplished over 50 years. Able to play baseball, able to play football, able to play basketball, able to make rap songs, able to bust tables, able to drive buses, able to drive garbage trucks, able to work at Wendy's, able to work at McDonald's, able to work at your mainstream events. You know, us, the ones that serve you at the concession stands. But I got a job. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm not mad at you. I worked at the concessions. Only for a brief moment. Because when I seen a little white boy running around there drinking, eating, I said, what job is this he doing? At the Detroit Red Wings. He was running. And on top of that, getting paid tips every night. I said, ooh, I want that job. But I couldn't get it yet. Couldn't get it yet. Okay? This shows how mainstream America is. Couldn't get the job yet. So then when it came time to me to get the job, well, I was eligible for the job because I had more seniority than anybody, and I was running for it. And the little white boy had to go. I asked them for the position. They told me, well, we have to think about it. I've always been on time. I always did my job. You think I should get the promotion? I should. Okay. Next thing I know, they brought a little white boy in all the way from Comerica Park. All the way from Comerica Park. This is Joe Louis Arena now. All the way from Comerica Park, they bring this little white boy. Tell me he's about to be in charge of the Olympia Club. I'm saying, like, for real? How the fuck is that about to happen? He ain't got more seniority than me. Yes, no. Check the file. So she went, checked the file. Damn sure was right. But she couldn't just stop there and say, Sandman, you got it. Nah. She had to say, now, since he is so close to the same seniority you got, I mean, we know you got more seniority, but since he's just so close, we're going to do this. We're going to have a vote on it. Are you kidding me? For real? A vote? Yeah, we're going to have a vote on it. Who is it? It's just me and him. The white boy and the black boy. What we got to vote about? I got more seniority. Well, let's just keep it fair. I said, yeah, keep it fair, all right. End up beating him out of it. Kept that job. But the thing is, just didn't want me to come up in the trenches. And that is a sadful thing. We're going to get back on this in a little bit. We're going to come up with, we're going to go to Artist of the Week. Glenn, who we got as Artist of the Week this week, player?
We got my man Doc Chill out of Detroit. Mrs. Jones.
Here it is. Detroit Raw Live with your man, the one and only Mr. Sand, 44 Man.
You want some of this chicken? Sandman. You want some of this chicken?
Thanks.
Shit good, man.
All right, y'all. Let's go first half of the show. I still ain't hearing no phone calls to the people. 248-429-7224. 1,000 jobs. Somebody got it tomorrow? I doubt it. And also, ain't forgot about that. That's the prize of the day. But just don't call me because of this. Hope nobody called me because of this. Call me because of what I was telling you about on some real talk. Judo, what's happening, Judo? What's up, Tanisha, baby? You all right? Shelly Garrett, how you doing, Mr. Garrett? You in the house? Appreciate it. You always stick by me. I hope that program is working out pretty good for you. I wish I was down there to get to Texas. What's happening, Andrew, in the house? Andrew Robertson. said Deontay Jones, right?
Doc Chill.
Doc Chill.
Mrs. Jones.
Oh, Doc Chill.
My life is true. Me and Mrs. Jones. This was produced in-house too.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, world? It's your man, the one and only Mr. 744 Man, and you're tuned in to the Detroit Raw Live show right here only on eventradio.net.
What's up, world? Your man back with you, the one and only Mr. San 44 Man. You were just listening to Doc Chill, Mrs. Jones, right here. That was done in-house right here with eventradio.net. You know we're the hottest thing on the air right now. And we are heard and seen around the world. You hear me live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and all around the world. Shouts out to everybody out there, down there, that's really going through a deal with Puerto Rico and all those flooded states that the people are really going through.
Thank you, Mitch, for the great job we've done with FEMA. That we really have. We've worked very, very hard in Puerto Rico. It's very tough because it's an island. In Texas, we can ship the trucks right out there, and we can do. We've gotten A-pluses on Texas and on Florida, and we will also on Puerto Rico. But the difference is this is an island sitting in the middle of an ocean, and it's a big ocean. It's a very big ocean. And,
He's a clown.
This man is a real
We're
clown.
doing a really good job. I want to go there. Tuesday seems to be the first time we can do without really disrupting first responders and the efforts that are being made to help people. We have shipped massive amounts of food and water and supplies to Puerto Rico, and we are continuing to do it on an hourly basis. But that island was hit as hard as you could hit. When you see 200-mile-an-hour winds, even Texas didn't have 200-mile-an-hour winds, right? But when you see 200 miles, and even more than that, 200-mile-an-hour winds hitting a place, and literally houses are just demolished. It was like tornadoes. It was like having hundreds of tornadoes, the winds. So we've never seen it. Actually touched down as a Category 5. People have never seen anything like that. And it was dead center. I mean, you couldn't be any more. And don't forget, a week before it got hit by another hurricane. Now that one brushed it, but that did tremendous damage too. So Puerto Rico has tremendous problems with floods and with damage and collapse. And we're still looking for people. We're still looking for people. But I'm going to be going there on Tuesday, and I may also
Hey,
stop
I'm
at
on the
Virgin
air.
Islands.
I'll give you a call when I get off,
He's done
okay?
a terrific job. I mean, he's been devastated, but he's done a terrific job. And he's been very generous with what he said about the relief effort, the FEMA.
That sound like a bunch of bullshit. You know, the killing part about this clown is he gets off feeling as though he's the greatest thing since Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just so good. I'm just so proper. I'm just making it happen. It's going down. It's just, I'm in total control. Now, you know it's an island.
Big island.
Did it have any part in slavery trade? Was that a problem then? Nah, it's a problem. Cause a little water, little rain, think it never did that before? But nah, never at this great magnitude. Come on, man. You know, y'all don't listen very well. I told y'all on Detroit Raw for many, many, many years when that man said that he was going to run for president. I said, please, y'all don't make it happen. Please don't make it happen. And what did y'all do? You made it happen. Now, I understood the Aryan Nation and the Klan and all them. I understood they was his boys, David Duke, Steve Bannon. You know what I'm saying? They were the Banjo Boys. You know, I understand that. But the thing is, issue house-ass niggas that's sitting back, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? They put you in a position, okay, now, I haven't heard nothing about urban development. Nothing. I ain't heard nothing. And then FEMA about broke. So how you gonna take care of all this, Mr. President, and FEMA broke? I mean, like I said, when you bring all that racism together, it don't matter when God, man. Because, like I said, I wouldn't give a damn if you a Klan member with a hood on a sheet on. If you drowning with your baby, and I'm rolling up there with my family in this nice boat that can accommodate you and your family, guess what? I guarantee you that hood and sheet gonna come off very quickly while your little baby drowning to death. Or would you like me to make waves for y'all and spin in a circle? I can really get belligerent with it. But see, it doesn't matter then. It matters about that's a human being that has a child that is in jeopardy. See, everybody's so tuned up on what race are you, what color are you, what race are you, what race do you belong to, what race do you belong to, what race do you belong to. When they ask me what race do I belong to the human race. That's the only race there is. There's different versions of that race, white, black, red, or yellow, but we all human. If you cut your throat right now, guaranteed your blood ain't gonna be green. Won't be red, well, it will be red, won't be blue. You know, everybody think that, oh, he's a different color, so his blood is gonna be different. I sneeze, I get sick, I have feelings, I have family, I love, I hate, I get disrespected. Disrespected. Why? Well, because I'm a black man. Like I said, you want to take a vote, which I was entitled for a promotion, and have it be voted on when I had all the credentials, all the seniority, everything. How many other shows have you seen me on? And shouts out to my girl, Sexy Shakenya and Motor City Radio, you know what I'm saying, Brother Malik. How many times did you see where she was talking about how the injustice of people being promoted over them? Codes. What is this? And do we actually think that we're going to come out of this? The gays have more rights than black people, and that's a damn shame. Two men laying in the bed together have more rights than I do. Why is that? And look at us trying to latch on to something, black people, trying to be a part of something, black people, in a world that don't care nothing about you, black people. Is there a solution? I asked Glenn earlier when we talked. What'd you tell me, Glenn? Can it change?
Yeah, it can change.
But it won't change.
Well, it's hard to say that it won't change because we can't foresee the future. But for certain, nothing will change in America unless we teach our children properly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not going to change in your lifetime or my lifetime.
That's for sure.
But you know.
And what do the kids have? What does the Powder Puff kids? They got everybody. They got Superman, Batman, Iceman, everybody. What do our kids have? Who do they look up to? You know, who's their black little heroes?
Well,
What do our little girls have? Where's their little superhero ladies?
that should be their mother.
Look how the mamas are. They out there partying with their damn daughters.
Yeah, but every mama's, you can't generalize like that. Every mother's not doing that.
Well, I'm not even gonna say a majority. I know some personally.
And I know some
That's
personally too.
out there
but,
like that.
But you can't generalize like that because there also are a lot of great mothers out here.
And shouts out to those great mothers out there working all day, all night, coming home. Got to make sure the little boogers is ready for bed. Got to get them ready for school, as well as maintain yourself to get a little bit of peace of mind and get yourself ready for another day's work. And I do know there are a lot of black women that are out there who's going through this episode right now. And it's sad because not only do I see this, but I see another thing that's going on too. People, there's a difference between helping one another, which we don't do, but we have to do it. The thing is this: if I help you, I'm helping you to come up. Don't look at it as you're my child and I gotta take care of you and bring you up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nigga, you come and ask me, can you stay in my house? And this is the very reason I don't have anybody stay in my home. You ask me, can you come to my house? Can I stay? I'm doing bad. I just lost my place. First of all, ring or ding ding. Why did you lose your place? My rent was high. How much was the rent? $750. How much is your rent now for them to put you out? $3,000. Well, damn. Is that a problem? But you want to come in my house. Now, you get to my house, and guess what? I let you in because you had a job. But just the other day, you failed to tell me you got fired, which I definitely wouldn't have let you in my crib.
But did you let him in because he had a job, or did you let him in because he needed some help?
I let him in because I knew he needed some help. And by having a job reinforced that I could help you if you're going to help yourself.
I understand that.
But you come up in my crib talking about, oh, damn, man, by the way, I meant to tell you I lost my job the other day. For real, dog. But I am looking. Now, that's the worst damn thing. Because all day long, all day night, you in your crib eating, watching TV.
Yeah, but you let him in your crib so that you could help him.
That ain't helping, Glenn. That's providing
I mean,
nigga shelter.
See, it's either it is or it isn't, man.
I mean,
It's either it is or it isn't.
even if I did let him in, okay, you should have a sense of wanting your own. You
Well,
understand what I'm saying?
But the fact that he had to come live with someone else because he was having whatever kind of problem he has
Mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't want his own. People go through things.
Okay.
You said on one hand, we have to help each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
How long do you think it takes a grown man that's getting some help from another grown man? How long do you think? Tops.
well, I don't know because everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that if I had somebody in my house, I'm going to have a start time and a stop time. Period. And
When you say
and they're-
start and stop time, what you mean?
You can be in on this date, and you're gonna have to be out by this date.
Oh, okay. Dig that.
But that's gonna be established
First.
from day one.
Right. Oh,
So-
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. See, we as black people, we got all these stipulations on how we're going to help people. It's either you're going to help people or you're not.
It's not really so much. You want to help, but damn, somebody come in your house and they ain't trying to help themselves, and you didn't realize this. They come with the tissue and violin
But
story.
did you help them? Did you help them because they have been helping themselves, or did you help them because you wanted to help them?
Probably I would look at it both. If they was a good person, they was doing their thing and just fell on some hardship. Okay, cool. I could understand that.
Okay, then that's the scenario. But
Right.
you can't get inside of something and then do it for a different reason, because help is really not for the person that's asking, it's really for the person that's giving.
Mm-hmm.
So either you're a giver or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, it's your prerogative. You don't have to be either way.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say that you're going to help somebody, then help them. And if you're not going to help them, then don't.
But that's just me. I do help. I help a lot
Well,
of people.
the thing of it is you might see it as help, and it's not really help. You may have a misconception of what help is. When you're helping somebody, you help from the heart. It really has nothing to do with the other person.
Yeah, but I think that there's a little bit of a limit to that.
There's a limit to all things.
Because
But
you can help, and don't get me wrong. If a person came and they did what they were supposed to do, and they were, handling their business, I wouldn't care. I'd just be like,
But
okay, he's
if they're
down for
handling
it.
if they're handling their business to your expectation,
No. If they're just out there really making an effort, really making an effort. I mean,
Okay.
come on, you know the
Okay.
difference about what's
yeah,
happening.
I do. I know.
Some cats will come up in there.
I
And,
know what my standard is for what I consider to be making a difference or
Mhm.
trying.
Mhm.
But someone else's standard may be higher than mine, lower than mine, the same as mine.
Mhm.
But the point that I'm trying to give to you is that when you're helping,
Mhm.
it's just like the people in Puerto Rico that you were speaking about.
Mhm.
If I was going to get in an airplane and go over there to give out water,
Mhm.
I don't want to do anything but give out the water. I don't need to know whether you deserve the water or not.
Mhm.
I came to help.
Mhm.
That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
But to go and say, okay, now that I'm here, I'm going to help this way, that way, these people, or those people, or the other. I came to do something, and that's what I'm coming to do.
Mhm.
It's not my problem that somebody said, well, don't give him any water, he's a thief. You understand?
Right.
If you got people in line and, well, I don't know if he's a thief or not, and I really don't care.
Uh-huh.
I came to try to help the people.
Right.
So I'm going to give him a bottle of water just like I'm going to give you a bottle of water.
Right.
So I think that we as black people, we have this thing where, I can't have Auntie Jane in my house. Can't do it. Auntie Jane, I just can't do it. Well, guess what? Most cultures don't feel that way.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how they do it. The Latino, Mexicans, the Asians,
because they understand that there's power in numbers. That's why they do it. They don't live together.
But see,
on top of each other
maybe
because
that's
they enjoy it.
Maybe that's where you don't see where I'm coming from. If they see when they all together in that house, they all putting their money together.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm
they put
saying?
their money
And
and
their
resources.
But when you let somebody in the house, yes, you are helping them. But maybe wash some clothes, wash some dishes, cook a dinner.
Yeah, but see, that's if you're assuming that the person is not going to wash some dishes.
I would just think that that's just a show of appreciation.
I would think that too, but
If it's not,
if that person, I've been in that situation where the person didn't wash the dishes.
mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, with my own children sometimes.
Right.
So, I mean, let's just be real about it. So, you're going to throw your son in the street because he didn't make his bed up?
No.
Okay, so we can talk that talk, but can we walk that walk?
I put my son out when he couldn't follow the rules no more.
Most parents do when they
You know
can't
what I'm
follow the
saying?
rules. I'm not
And-
saying, what I'm saying is, man, without it getting too long and drawn out, when you help someone, you're helping because you want to be of help to them.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't appreciate the help, then guess what? You have a decision to make.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to continue to help this person or don't you?
Exactly. Exactly.
So you can't feel like a fool because you helped somebody and they didn't appreciate it. They the damn fool for not appreciating it.
And that's probably why I haven't looked at it that way, because it's just like, damn, here I had your back, and you just ungrateful and unappreciative. You're fucking up my house and messing up and ain't trying to help do nothing.
But again,
it just be like,
again, it goes back to that other conversation. It depends on the company you keep.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Because
he's absolutely right.
Most people that I know that ain't about doing the right thing, they not even gonna ask me to come to my house. Because it's just like with my children that are adults. They understand that when they come to my house, there are certain rules and guidelines that have to be followed.
Right.
And if you don't want to follow, don't come and don't bring your kids.
Right.
Because they got to follow them too.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, it's just something that I always keep in mind. I want to help. I do help, but if I just feel like you're not trying to help yourself, that becomes a problem.
Well,
And
Sam, man,
I just be like, wow.
I get that, but I'm going to tell you again. When you're trying to help people that don't want to be helped, you can't blame them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got to have some accountability for your life, man.
Well, but you can only have accountability for your own life. You can't have accountability for my life.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, shouldn't you want something? There's a lot of fools out there that just really don't want nothing.
Yeah, and that's true. But
I know right now some people that will say, can you pick me up? Take me somewhere. Oh, I don't have no money. Okay. Or if I do have some money, oh man, I had another way. I could have got cheaper than that. Then why didn't you call them?
Because you have to realize, we don't have to realize, but we are a sick people.
You think?
Well, I mean, sick, and I don't mean sick in a bad way. I mean sick for real.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get sick and nobody treats the illness, then it gets worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're seeing. That's why a person doesn't know how to. You got young girls coming up out here now that's just trying to make it from day to day.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to do all sorts of things to make it.
Mm-hmm.
So as they go on in life living that way, they start to harden and not to care about themselves or others.
Mm-hmm.
Because all they can focus on is they got to make it to the next day.
Right.
So it changes the mentality. It changes the mentality of a man who keeps going to ask somebody and begging somebody to give him a job and keep getting doors slammed in his face. It changes the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
It does something to the psyche. So there are reasons that we're running dead last in America. And they're not reasons that we asked for.
Mm-hmm.
This is much deeper than you and I. This goes back many, many years. And now you're seeing a reoccurrence of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing racism and prejudice going to the boiling point now.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that's because this lunatic has told the other lunatics, y'all can come out the ground now, we finna cut up.
But see, that's a recipe for disaster, and I'm seeing it.
It may very well be, but guess what? We as a people have to some kind of way get to the point where we understand is somebody got to die for the cause. See, right now we got our young men being shot down by law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever goes to jail. Even the ones that, most of them don't even get prosecuted. And then the ones that do get found not guilty.
Right.
So How long do you think that a people can tolerate that?
Not very long.
Not very long.
And you can tell about the outbreaks.
We done tried marching.
Yeah.
We done tried begging.
Yeah.
We done tried sitting down, taking a knee.
Mm-hmm.
We done tried everything, and even in peaceful protests, they still tell us we're wrong and disrespectful and we son of a bitches.
Yeah.
So, how long is it going to last this way?
From what I'm looking at, shit is looking bleak.
Okay, there you go.
It's looking bleak, world. I really
There you go.
really hate to say it. And I really hate to have to leave y'all, but we're going to have to leave y'all on that note and continue on with this at a later time. But I will leave y'all with something like this. If you feel like that the world is beating you down, once again, you got to stand up, brush yourself off, and move on. Because it doesn't matter how much you go out of your way from somebody. If they don't want to accept it, you're just doing it for the help anyway, right? Of course you are. It's your man, the one and only Mr. Zen 44 man. I'm going to catch y'all next weekend. Shouts out, good morning to everybody over there in Tokyo, Japan, all on the Eastern Asian continent. Your man, we about to go home, turn up, and go to bed. I'll check y'all out next week. I'm out of here. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all tuning in with your man, the one and only Rod, Shirley, all of y'all. Oh, but nobody called in for the gun. Nobody called. So I'll check it out next week. Might have a little different variety for you to choose from. So that's what it is, I'm going to pick the grandbabies up and head my way on home. Taking them out to Chuck E. Cheese this weekend. So we'll probably check y'all out live. Check y'all out. Your man, the one and only Mr. Sam 44 man.